with models, okay? Not really too many computer models, but we actually used physical models. We had our water flowing tables out there. They're still out there, actually still set up. And at the end of our lesson on Friday, we watched the similar model with wax rather than lava. We can't use lava, so we had to find something that acted kind of like lava. And we decided to use wax, and we watched the video of the wax forming a channel and pooling at the bottom. Okay, so let's take a look at our results to see kind of where we're thinking right now. And if your ideas change between now and the end of the period today, that is certainly okay, because we're going to have new evidence that comes to us here. Okay, eyes up here on the board for a little bit. Okay, so I got our 4th hour is loading up right here. Let's see what we're thinking with claim 1 and claim 2. Come on. That's period 1. There's period 4. Okay? So very similar results to period 1 here. It looks like 2/3 of us, 67%, think that it is claim 1, that flowing water formed that channel on Mars. And then 1/3 of us, 33%, think that it was flowing lava. Okay? And if your ideas change throughout today, that is fine. Like I said, we are going to be taking a look and reviewing all the evidence that we have so far. And we'll be gathering a new piece of evidence that's going to help us with this argument. Okay? Let's go back to this. Okay? We got 2/3 to 1/3. Now, overall, scientists deepen their understanding of evidence by discussing it together. And that's what you're going to do today. You're going to be working within your groups to discuss all of the evidence that we've gathered so far. We're going to consider which pieces of evidence are more convincing and which pieces are less convincing. And we're going to do this by using what is called, gentlemen, an evidence gradient. Now, your evidence gradient looks different than this one that's up on the board. Your evidence gradient actually has you divided up into claim 1 versus claim 2. But then as we're placing our evidence on the gradient, we need to think about first what side it goes on. Then we need to think about, does it go higher up or does it go lower on it? Okay? Remember, we put the most convincing evidence towards the top and we put the least convincing evidence towards the bottom as we're judging through this. Okay? What I want you to do is you're going to work with a partner to place the evidence on the evidence gradient. Okay? Mrs. Drehos and Mrs. K are going to come around with a set of cards. Okay? You can ignore the background information card. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. Ignore the background information card. I just want you to look at cards A through E. So you have A, B, C, D, and E. Take a look at all of those cards and have a brief conversation with your elbow partner, the person that you're sitting next to, so you can both see it the same way. Grade each piece of evidence. What side does it belong on? And does it go towards the top? Does it go towards the bottom? Or does it go somewhere in the middle? We'll come back together and discuss each piece of evidence. What?
Yeah. I'm not true.
Yeah.
They have all of my names.
Hey. Give me one. I'm hitting with teachers.
The darkest gray is more important. Yeah, I remember that.
Don't forget, talk
This is pretty
about
important.
why you're
I'd
placing
say
the
go
card
here.
exactly where it is. Does it belong towards the top?
I'd
There's a
say-
reason why.
Because this card goes here. It doesn't matter the most because we need to know what the river looks like. But it also matters in the middle because, well, obviously, here it looks yeah. These ones go on the bottom, so they don't matter as much, but they matter enough to make a difference. He said this one.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know this one. This one's about So this one's I'd say it goes on the top because it's showing us channels that spread out. And I can work It was good.
I was saying, I was down here, so you just leaning forward. When I grew up, yeah, but it's not saying you're going to do anything that's informing you of what it does.
Because I said to the regions,